Hey everybody, I'm gonna make a video right now about how to do the article search. So I'm gonna get into the place where you find it in the course, and then I'm gonna show you how to walk through it step by step. I'm gonna do a little explanation of why I want you to do this too. So here I am. It's been a little while since I've done a video, so recently. So I'm looking at my Zoom page right now, and you don't need to know that. But I'm going into the course itself. So here's English 91, and then I'm going to go to the modules. That's where I like to find everything. When I'm in the modules, now we're all the way into week 8, where we do this article search. So you'll find it right here. This is the part where I'm going to tell you why. There are a lot of reasons. There are a lot of reasons to use Google, and Google's algorithms are very good. However, when you want really reliable sources and you want sources that other people are going to find reliable too and accurate, you may want to try some of the databases that are available to you both through school libraries and also through your public library. One of those databases is called ProQuest, and the library at Bates pays for a subscription to that database. So you're not going to see ads. It's not going to be tracking your search history to try to figure out what it is you want to see, which can sometimes be a downside, but it's also an upside because you're going to get a broader view of material than you might if you were doing a Google search. So that's why. That's the why. I'm going to go ahead and click on this article search here. Whatever quarter you're in, you might have a different due date there, but here we are in article search, and they have a whole lot of instructions in there. Do read all the instructions, and especially if you don't watch this video, but I suppose you wouldn't know if you weren't watching this video now. So what we want to do is look for 2 articles that fit certain parameters, which is the kind of thing that you'll need to do if you're doing research for an English paper, or if you're looking for information about a big purchase you're going to make, you might use a database. Or if you're at work and you're trying to develop yourself or trying to prove that you need to make a purchase, these are the kinds of things you might need to find some information through a database. So I have a bunch of instructions here. Like I said, we're looking for 2 articles. They need to be about 6 pages, 3,000 to 6,000 words long. They need to be either from a scholarly or a trade journal. So a scholarly journal or a trade journal. Trade journals are a little easier to read than the scholarly journals, but they're both good. Either one, 2 from either one of those or 1 from each is fine. 3 different categories to choose from, so you can pick something from an aspect of your career. I've seen lots of great stuff about welding and electrical and dental and all kinds of things. So aspect of your career, an article to solve a problem in your life, like you want to save money, or you want to buy a house, or you want to know the best way to not get the coronavirus. All these would be good topics for you to search for. You can also explore a social issue, so like drug abuse or domestic violence, or like freedom of speech. That could be a social issue too. So you can search for any of those. There's no right or wrong thing to search or information to find. We just want to practice being able to find the material that we need when we want it. So I do hope that you find something that's interesting to you, and there's nothing to stop you from reading it, but you don't have to read it. You just need to be able to find it. So what we want you to do is get into ProQuest. Right now, as I make this video, we're all in our own homes. We're not on campus. So we'll be using the off-campus link. In the future, if you're watching this and we're back on campus again, you can use this link that goes to the on-campus. So I'm going to go ahead and click to my off-campus link here. And I'm going to click on the school that I'm at. No. And then I'm going to type in my password. Well, my username and my password. And I did that. And now it wants me to type in the name of the school again, so I'm doing that. I wanted to kind of try to do this with you, and I'm hoping it was going to work. Otherwise, I'll have to stop this and start all over again. So there, I clicked on the school, and I'm having a little bit of trouble getting it to cooperate, like sometimes happens. So here you have the genuine thing happening. Show more detail. Okay, so I have a password over here for you. So I'm going to go back over here. I'm going to get my password, copy. I had to open it up a little bit further. I hope you saw that. So I'm going to paste that there. And then I'm going to come back over here. I'm going to paste this if I can. Ah, it's being difficult. Copy and paste it. Login. And I'm in. Look at that. It worked. It's asking me if I want to save it. I think I'm not going to in case I have to show somebody else. So I made it in, and I have all these. I can just do a general search. It's a little bit like when you just Google, if you just do this general search. I can also get to an advanced search, which I'm looking for at the moment. They've moved things around on me a little bit. So there's an advanced search up here at the top. So this is a basic search. I'm going to go to an advanced search. And I'm going to go back. I'm going to look at my instructions for what it says to type in. So what I have here, I'll show you. I'm going to put word count, and I want my word count to be greater than, so you know the crocodile is going that way, greater than 3,000. And I want my word count to be less than, or the crocodile is going the other way. Did I do it wrong? I think I did my, that's greater than, I want less than 6,000. Okay, so that sets my word count to be the right amount. Maybe I'm looking for a childcare article, and I want, I think I can add a row here. I'm going to add one more thing to make it more specific to what I want. What do I want? I'm going to put cost. I'm thinking about childcare costs right now. Okay, so there are my parameters there. I can also make it more specific down here, and I'm thinking particularly of getting just the scholarly journals and the trade journals. So I don't want them all. I'm just going to go with trade journals and scholarly journals here. Trade journals, in case you don't know, those are like, they have little magazines for particular professions. So like when my mom was a nurse, she used to get these journals from the Washington State Nurses Association. It was just a magazine that was just for her, had great factual information about nursing. So that would be an example of a trade journal, and they have them for teachers, they have them for lots of professions. So there, I've got everything I can think of right now that I really want to use to narrow it down. Oh, there's one more thing. I suggest that you do ask for a full text, because you're going to need the full text for to upload the assignment. I'm going to search. Okay, so here we go. I have a few different articles. Now you are going to look in there and see which one looks most like what I was going for when you're doing your own search. And this is live and real, so I'm thinking what I want here, and I'm looking at this guy. It's full text, childcare subsidies, does parent satisfaction with childcare provider matter for loyalty? Now, if you don't find the exact article that you kind of had in your mind, but you still find something that's interesting to you, that is fine. This is just for the practice of searching, so I'm not like scoring you on whether you found the exact thing you were looking for or not. I'm just giving you credit for going to the effort of searching. Give yourself time for this assignment. Most people are surprised that it takes them as long as it does. So I'm looking at this. At the beginning of the article, it has a little abstract, which is an explanation of what's in the full text below. So you can kind of read this one short little paragraph and get an idea of what's going on in the rest of it. And, you know, this is more about how people feel, that I could still use this article for the assignment. And I think I'm going to, just to not drag it out. You can see there's a download PDF here. I have to move the little box of me. So we can click on that. And it's going to download a PDF. Slowly, apparently. Wow. Very slowly is downloading my PDF. Well, this is an interesting part of the video. We wait and wait and wait, and I've gotten this far into the video, so I really don't want to do it all over again and find a way that's faster, but wow, that's taking a long time. I'm not sure how much longer I can be patient with that process. Ideally, it won't take this long for you. But it's still spinning, and I'm feeling a little bit discouraged. So I'm going to look at my other options here if I can get it to unspin. And it has that same option here for me where I can download the PDF. There's different sorts of files. I asked you to upload a PDF to the assignment, so I suggest PDF for this. And I'm thinking another way I can do it, because it's being so obnoxious, is to click print. And it says it's going to print all that for me. And you can probably do this even if you don't have a printer, because you know, you see it came up in a new window for me, and here's the full article. But when I go to print this, I'm going to say print. And you see, I don't have my work computer at home set up to a printer. My printer is just right over there. I have it so that it will just save it as a PDF. So that's another option, even if you don't have a printer. Well, and you wouldn't want to like get the physical paper copy of it, but you could save it as a PDF through the print function like I just showed you. So I'm going to say save. You can see where it's going, and I don't really want it to be there. I'm going to put it in my 91 files, and I'm going to call this childcare example article. Okay, so there, that's in there for us. I'm trying to get back to where I was before to see if that's ever going to print. I don't know what I was doing. It was sure taking forever, wasn't it? Yeah, that's just my login screen. So I'm going back. Pardon the pauses here. So I'm going back, and this is that print screen that we got to when we asked it to print. I don't know what it's doing on that download the PDF. I'm going to give it one more shot, see if it'll do it. I don't understand why it's taking so long. If you run into issues like this, you know, you just kind of see if you can work your way around like I'm trying to do right now. And hopefully it'll just work for you better than it's working for me. You know, you could email it to yourself and then save it as a PDF from there. There are lots of different ways you can do it. And you see, I did that last option that looks like it might work. So I'm going to do this and see if that's going to work. Requests in progress. See, it's having trouble today. Oh, there it is. It came down to the bottom of my screen. You probably can't see it. If I do a stop share, well, I'll open it. Well, maybe you can. Yeah, because it's still in my browser. So now you can see what it looks like when it downloads to a PDF. That was a lot of working around, and I'm sorry it wasn't as smooth as I wanted to be. But maybe it's going to be more like your real experience, so maybe it's valuable. So once more, what I did was I clicked on all options, and they've upgraded this site from the last time I really looked at it. I went to all options. This most popular one didn't work for me. The guy over here didn't work for me, but this other option down here worked. So I clicked that, and that gave me my download. I can also do print, and then when I go to print it, instead of printing, I'm doing it save as a PDF. Yeah, it is some trouble, but I still want you to do this assignment because it's going to be valuable to you to be able to find the resources you need, to be able to save them in a fashion that you can send to someone else, either for your academic classes, maybe even for your career classes. I know some of the career instructors have some research projects they want their students to do, and we're also online right now. And also for work too, so you can send things to your bosses and coworkers. So I'm back here. I'm back to the assignment, and you can see how how I all got logged in. How you can all get logged in. The instructions continue on here. I have some screens here, and as I walked you through that, I can see that my screenshots are a little bit out of date because it doesn't really look like that anymore. I think ProQuest has updated since the last time I did a screenshot. So I hope you find that helpful. I think that's going to be it for me for a video for you about the assignment. I suppose now that I said that, I'm going to show you one more thing. I'm going to go to the student setting. I'll go to student view. I'm just going to show you how to actually submit it now that I've saved it as a ProQuest document, excuse me. So I'm down to week 8. Go to week 8, and I'm going to the article search where I just was. But I have it in the student view now. That's why there's that pink box around it for me. Okay, submit assignment. I'm going to say choose file. And I saved that PDF. I think I have it in a download now too. Yeah, here it is, because it went straight to my download. So unless you save it somewhere else, that's where it'll be. So I'm going to click that guy and open it. I also put that other copy in another place so I could choose from that one too if I wanted to. So here's where my file's all chosen. I'm going to say submit assignment. And it's doing it. It's doing it slowly. There we go. You can see up at the top, submitted. And then if I want to, I can go look at the submission details. And when I go to grade it, I'm going to look, did you pick 2 articles? Did you use them, get them from the ProQuest database? And did you upload them as a PDF? Were they from the 3 areas listed, the career related, the social issue or a problem you want to solve in your life? And are they 3,000 to 6,000 words? And did you find them in either a scholarly or a trade journal? That's it. We did it. So if you have questions, ask me questions, and I'm going to stop. Take care. Have a good day out there wherever you are, or evening.